Hey y'all, Sing Tupac Long here with a little bit of sword training. This is my Kalis for practicing Kalis. I know there are many variations of names. My master taught me that we personally do not pray to the Indonesian goddess of death or war. We practice the usage of the Kalis, so we call it Kalis. This is my Chris number 5 from traditionalfilipinoweapons.com. I'll do a shout out in the description. Do not, unless you are an expert or master, do not practice your sword fighting with a live sword. I am doing this because this is how I train every day, and I have earned the right to do this. If I fillet off a piece of my head, arm, or leg, that's on me, and I can only hope that that would happen and maybe teach you a lesson. I would still post the video and go heal myself, but I'd still be having a pretty gnarly scar afterwards, and who knows what would happen. You could actually kill yourself if you use a live sword. You should get your rattan sticks and or like an iron pole. There's a million different variations of posts and poles that you could use. But I will be using this at the risk of filleting or a piece of myself off or killing myself. I just like to be official sometimes because I have been trained to be official and I've earned this right. So, alright? And this will also make your hands harder, and you have to understand that everything with a sword is correlative to your hands and a knife, so you do this to have a stronger grip and punch and usage of your knives, okay? So here we go. And it's all going to be really basic stuff. I'm going to do 10 of everything. Alright. So first we're going to do some basic blocks. We'll do 10, I call these the wafting movement, for obvious reasons. Now if you can see me, I'm swatting, and next we'll go to the wiper blade and you'll see it better. Wiper blade, call this for obvious reasons. Alright, and we're going to go into the abanico. Switch hands. Wiper blade. And abanico. For that abanico, make sure you cross your center line, so you should be doing a full circle. This is also really good tendon and joint training and for chi distribution through your meridians, okay? Alright, next we're going to do the slice. You're going to slice the ankles or Achilles, foot, however you want to see it. And when you slice, I want you to swing, twist, come out. So you're actually more gouging than slicing, okay? So here we go, 10 each way, or 10 per style, you'll see. And at the waist, do not mix up your waist and your neck. And I'm not doing footwork for this on purpose. I am twisting my tendons. You can always add in the footwork. We'll be doing some V-set stuff in a little bit. Furthermore, if you are using a sword as an expert practitioner or intermediate going into advanced, my personal focus is the same as doing upside down exercises on gym equipment. I focus on 2 things: my index finger being connected to my thumb and my pinky tip not coming off of this sword. Those 2 things can keep you out of a lot of trouble. We've all had our instances if you've played with a live blade, but we're trying to avoid that for you because I was able to avoid too much damage. So yeah, always focus on those 2 things. You live and you learn. All right, and here we go again. Other hand. Waist. Neck. Alright. Now we'll go on to our trapilon, or twisted strike, tornado strike, however you want to see it. And for this one I will go into a forward stance or a mountain stance. It's going to be very similar to fencing because of the Spanish influence on Filipino martial arts. And you will also see me usually have my hand back and what I like to call my Buddha palm. I do not know Buddha palm. This is just a technique that I use for if I have to release this hand, Buddha bless you. Alright, so here we go. Twisted strike, low, medium, high, 10 each, other hand, reverse. Ready? Oh, and this is a 90-10, I'm a 60-40 straight stance. I'm sitting at an angle so you can see me, but you should be, if you can see my feet, I'm like 3 squares apart. Alright? So here we go. First one will be low, and watch your blade. just for eye training. Waist or elbow. And neck or head. Switch hands. Waist. Neck or head. And then the reverse motion. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Count your own. And high. Switch hands. Alright, and then lastly, we're just going to do some basic V steps with some cross slices, and then up slices, the same cross slice, and then we're going to do them both from a lead foot and from a back foot using your belt meridian, waist meridian, or X factor, whatever you know it as. So let's go ahead and get through that. Alright, once again a V step, boom, boom. You can put 2 scrimmage sticks in front of you to make a V to make sure you're on the outside of it. Also, when you're throwing your V strike, a lot of people have a tendency of going straight like this. Your opponent's here when you're sword fighting. You're not swinging, you're kind of turning into it and slashing with your whole body. And if you're reaching here, you're not slashing with your whole body. So you really want to offset side step, boom, and come down. All right, obviously you shouldn't be cutting anybody down, but you get the point. All right, there we go. 10 each style, 10 each direction. You'll see what I mean. Try to keep up. Go slow if you need to, go faster if you want to. Again, this is the more dangerous one with the live blade because I could easily fillet off a piece of my shoulder or my calf. Alright, so do not do this if you're not an expert or advanced with a live blade. Alright, thank you. Now switch to the opposite foot. Or to the opposite striking. So we were just striking lead foot, now we're going to strike with crossing. Alright? Now the upswing from the lead foot. Now upswing from the back foot. Other hand. Downswing, front foot. Downswing, opposite foot. Or upswing, lead foot, sorry. A little bit close to that wall. All right, downswing, cross foot. Upswing, cross foot. All right, there you have it. That's my daily sword training. I'll give you one more piece of advice before I go. This is my block from tournament times. All right, have your basic triangle block, which obviously if you have a sword or a machete or anything double-edged, use cut-proof sleeves. And also in a modern fight, you should carry cut-proof sleeves on you. I do carry cut-proof sleeves on me, just in case, you know, people decide that they're going to pull over their car and pull machetes out of their trunk. I practice pulling them out of my bag and putting them on. So be ready, but do not touch your sword to your elbow if you're using a stick, or your hand. You can obviously put it up, but this is the point. You block here to deflect, catch, slice, however you're going to do it. And this is just a quick video. It's just a bonus, really quickie. The other triangle is going to be here, okay? You're going to block. Check the head, grab the weapon, not grab the weapon. Don't ever grab a weapon. Grab the wrist or whatever you're going to grab to check. And then at this point, you're stabbing, slicing, or hitting the temple. And then when you come down, this is a water motion. The stick, sword, or knife will pop down out of their hand as you slice the gut, and then come back out and slice the gut. All right? I'm even going to add the triangle strike into the first one, which is one of my favorites of all time. You can use knife or sword or stick. You step in with your block, check the wrist, check the weapon, triangle, strike. All right? Same thing with the other one. You step in, block the sword, block the weapon, hit the temple, cut the temple and neck, downward block will disable, slice, slice. Got it? There we go. And that's the end of the sword fighting video. Thank you for your time. And I'm sorry, I have to shout out Grandmaestro Bais. Thank you for starting Bais-Tres-Manos. And LakanDatu, thank you for teaching me the sword and knife stuff that I just displayed. This is just my shortened version of a lot of that. So in the words of the Bais-Tres-Manos group, I respect and appreciate the knowledge I have received and just gave. Thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping by. Peace and blessings.